So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about rooting, right? And basically, this is the root to stand like a mountain, right? So as we're doing this, go ahead and face these guys. So now as we're doing this here, the idea is that as I push on Bob's shoulder, I'm actually going to push fairly lightly. And what Bob is going to do is he's going to redirect the force of my push into the opposite foot. So he's not actually going to push back. He's just going to redirect the force of my push into the opposite foot. And then I'm going to come over to the other side and then do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to push very lightly on his shoulder. So I'm just pushing to the point of where I begin to feel him begin to root. So he can actually do the same thing to me now. So as he pushes on my shoulder very lightly, right, go ahead and push. Now he can actually push harder on me, right? Because I've been practicing this a while. But the thing is that what you don't want to do is push hard because, in general, because you don't want the person to revert to old habits, right? Because the idea is what I'm actually doing is reacting not by pushing back. Because if I push back like this and Bob takes his hand away suddenly, I do that. Whereas if he is just pushing on me, push hard. And I'm not pushing back and he takes his hand away suddenly. So you can see the difference. So when I'm pushing, but what you want to do is not push hard because I don't want him to revert to old habits. I want him to just simply relax. So as I'm pushing, he's relaxing his hips and his knees and visualizing my pushing his opposite foot. Right? And then I'm going to do the same thing here. He's going to relax his hips and his knees and visualize that I'm pushing his opposite foot. Right? So that's basically the basis of rooting. Now that is, when we're talking about doing Tai Chi, that basic idea happens from the very moment that we begin to do the form. I'm actually relaxing into my stance, and as I move, I'm moving the entire time as if I am rooting against a force which is coming, right? So real quick, and that's that. So we're going to do this as a group.